why developing banking relationships can inherently create a network effect that you didn't even know was possible. Welcome back to the Troubling Reports, where today we're going to talk about how places like UOB Malaysia or UOB Thailand inherently allow foreigners to funnel into better banks. And while this is a kind of open secret that creating bank accounts in one country that have a partner bank in another country is that's widely accepted and that's widely acknowledged, it's often that people don't understand that it is very simple, and also it can give you lower account minimums, which for an American especially is particularly important, as FATCA often raises minimums for high-risk, low-reward clients, and all Americans that don't already have a relationship with a bank, a partner bank that is in another country, have to have huge deposit premiums. In Singapore, typically it's something around $250,000 for Americans, which is wild, and it's not sustainable if you're looking at creating a global footprint and you are a growing entrepreneur, as you probably will not have $250,000 in the bank. And especially not in one bank where your money is not fully insured. And so it's with that obviously I used UOB as an example, but there are several places where you can go and get premium, high quality banking access without all the issues that come with Western banking relationships, and additionally the local reporting requirements, as you are already within their system. I'll give another example. Bank of Georgia recently acquired the Armenian bank, ARIA Bank, and this has created a unique opportunity, especially if you are a solo member, which is a separate bank to Bank of Georgia, but it's their private banking services department in Georgia. With this ARIA Bank buyout, they have created an inherently large opportunity for solo members to go to Georgia, open an account at solo, and then utilize that solo relationship to go have an easier time making an account at ARIA Bank. And there are several dozen other ways to go about this. But let's really dive into it. Why would you want to create a foreign bank account through these methods and through these banking relationships? Well, first of all, it gives you currency diversification. Many people don't realize this, but for example, the Malaysian Ringgit or the Thai baht or the Singaporean dollar give you certain perks that you wouldn't get with, let's say, the euro or the US dollar. They give outsized deposit rates, fixed deposit rates. They give relative stability against the dollar in the case of the Malaysian ringgit and Singapore dollar, and they give large access to the ASEAN region. In Singapore, many people don't realize that they are in ASEAN, and this is very important as it allows you to get Thai stocks, Malaysian stocks, and all of these markets, Cambodian stocks even, and all of these markets inherently are very deeply undervalued in terms of their stock market, because equities in Asia are not presently trusted, but they give high dividend yields. They align themselves well with realistically anyone trying to get a high return on investment or a high yielding dividend stock that pays you dividends quarterly. A lot of real estate investment trusts, REITs, in Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, Singapore, they pay 20%, 25% dividends. So that's a 20 to 25% increase in your ability to spend money, save money. Also, it helps with retirement planning. If you're earning a 20 to 25% dividend and your money is also growing or staying flat, then inherently you are getting a solid return. And additionally, dividends are not taxable in Malaysia, in Singapore, Thailand, Cambodia, like they are in the West. So a brokerage in, let's say, Singapore with the banking relationship that you already have will inherently open a lot of doors for you, and it'll give you higher returns on capital, higher ROIs. Your money just goes further in these markets, and there's massive arbitrage opportunity, which makes things so much easier to truly dial in forex arbitrage and undervalued stocks relative to the US dollar or relative to the euro. Especially if you're earning in euro or dollars, the forex arbitrage opportunities are insane in Asia, and they can be in Eastern Europe as well. I plan to look more into private banking in North Macedonia, Serbia, Montenegro, as those are banking jurisdictions I find interesting. As I grow with this channel and do more research on the ground, I find that inherently people are able to build systems that are realistically airtight, and also you're protected in multiple jurisdictions from having an account closure or having them come after you for compliance. As if you show 12 to 18 months of feeder accounts, why would they close an account in another jurisdiction as you've already shown prior banking cleanliness? And it truly helps with, especially if you are looking to get citizenship with FATF restrictions. Let's say you're looking to get Vanuatu citizenship, Cambodian citizenship, Thai citizenship. These places have been on the FATF gray list or blacklist, which makes them inherently riskier bets. Additionally, if you have citizenship in places like Nicaragua or Honduras, places with heavy gang affiliation, many times banks want to see you climb up the ladder, so to speak, and to work with them. Once you get your foot in that door, it becomes so much easier to work with them and so much easier to grow with them. If you'd like to learn more about banking one-on-one, comment bank down below and I will give you a link to sign up for a free one-on-one consultation, 15 minutes, where we will go over your banking options. And this is for this video only. You have to comment bank down below, and of course if you sign up for the link, you should also put bank in the comments for the meeting. However, I truly believe that there is massive arbitrage opportunity everywhere to be found, and it's with that you gain a lot more ability to spend time in different markets without having to worry about your accounts being closed, or even if they are, you have a backup account, typically within the same partner bank, which they don't typically delete accounts in a chain way, right? So if you get an account closed at UOB Singapore, which probably the least likely to close your account, then if UOB Malaysia still has your account open, you'll be totally fine. And you can request that they give you US dollars or euros instead of Singaporean dollars in UOB Singapore. That's the beauty of it. You get geostrategic layering in a way that you don't in many countries, which inherently creates a large disconnect with what people say about sovereignty. Sovereignty does not mean building against a system. It doesn't mean building a new system. It means playing the current system so well that it becomes almost impossible for the system to fail. And while I think that many people truly want to remove themselves from the system, and that's totally fair, it is increasingly more common to need a bank account for things. In fact, it's more common than it was just 30 years ago. As cash is being replaced, places are having a war on cash. Increasingly, if you want compliance, you need a debit card, credit cards, which, if that's the case, why wouldn't you want to create a sovereign banking network? So, I hope you appreciated this video. I'm trying to create shorter form content, not in terms of shorts. However, I do have a new shorts channel that will be linked down below, but I'm trying to tighten up retention. So, if you enjoyed, I would appreciate a like. If you truly enjoyed, I would appreciate a share. And if you want to follow me on this journey, I would appreciate a subscription. This has been the Traveling Report, signing off.